The Swedish striker, who enjoyed a phenomenal breakout season at Sporting CP, has suddenly found himself at the center of one of the most talked about sagas of the summer. Reports emerging from Portugal and England suggest that Gyökeres, frustrated with the lack of movement on his proposed switch to the Premier League, has allegedly gone on strike in an attempt to force Sporting's hand. To add more fire to the rumors, whispers indicate that the striker has even been fined by the Portuguese giants for his refusal to take part in training sessions, further fueling speculation that his mind is already at the Emirates stadium. Gyökeres' rise has been meteoric. Not long ago, he was plying his trade in the Championship with Coventry City, building a reputation as a powerful, relentless forward with a knack for goals. His performances caught the eye of Sporting Lisbon, who took a gamble on him, and what a gamble it turned out to be. In Portugal, he exploded into life, becoming one of Europe's most feared strikers. With pace, physicality, strength, and a clinical edge in front of goal, Gyökeres has developed into the complete modern striker. Sporting fans have been singing his praises, but it seems the player himself is already eyeing the next step of his career, a move to the Premier League, and more specifically, Arsenal. Arsenal's interest in Gyökeres has been no secret. Mikel Arteta has been carefully building a squad capable of not just challenging for the Premier League title, but also competing consistently in the Champions League. Last season, the Gunners came agonizingly close to silverware but were found wanting in certain big games. The need for a ruthless, consistent number 9 has been highlighted time and again. Gabriel Jesus offers flair and creativity, but his injury record and lack of consistent finishing have raised questions. Gyökeres, while a hard-working striker, has struggled to cement himself as the main man in Arsenal's attack. The addition of a world-class centre-forward is seen by many as the final piece of Arteta's attacking puzzle. Enter Viktor Gyökeres. With a release clause in the region of £100 million, Sporting have made it abundantly clear that they will not let their prized asset leave cheaply. This has been a stumbling block for Arsenal, who are weighing up the financial implications of such a huge deal. Yet, if reports of Gyökeres' alleged strike are to be believed, the striker himself is doing everything within his power to accelerate the move. Football history is filled with tales of players going on strike to force through their dream transfers, and while it is not officially confirmed in Gyökeres' case, the rumors have created a frenzy among supporters. The narrative of a player going on strike is often divisive. Some fans see it as unprofessional, while others interpret it as a sign of determination and passion to achieve their dream move. In Gyökeres' case, Arsenal fans are largely viewing the alleged strike as proof that the Swedish forward truly wants to don the red and white of the Gunners. On social media, Arsenal supporters have been buzzing, creating mock UPS of Gyökeres in an Arsenal shirt, debating how he would fit into Arteta's tactical setup, and imagining the devastating link-up between him, Bukayo Saka, Gabriel Martinelli, and Martin Odegaard. Sporting CP, however, are in no mood to be pushed around. Known for their tough negotiating stance, the Lisbon club is aware of the player's value and the financial muscle of Premier League sides. Fining Gyökeres, as the rumors suggest, would be a way of asserting authority and sending a message to the player that they will not be bullied into a sale. But history shows us that when a player's head is turned, and when his desire is firmly set on leaving, clubs often struggle to hold on for long. Arsenal know this, and so do Sporting. It becomes a waiting game. Who blinks first? From a footballing perspective, Gyökeres would be a near-perfect addition to Arsenal. His relentless pressing aligns with Arteta's philosophy of high energy and aggression off the ball. His ability to hold up play and bring teammates into the game would provide a new dimension to Arsenal's attack. Most importantly, his finishing ability, honed in Portugal, would add the ruthless edge that the Gunners have lacked in certain crucial moments. Imagine a front line where Odegaard threads passes through tight defenses, Saga and Martinelli stretch the play with blistering pace, and Gyokeres provides the cutting edge. It's a tantalizing prospect that could elevate Arsenal from contenders to champions. The financial side of the deal is what continues to cause debate. £100 million is a staggering fee, one that Arsenal have so far been reluctant to pay. After already investing heavily in their squad in recent windows, with big money spent on Declan Rice, Kai Havertz, and Jurrien Timber, the Gunners must tread carefully to stay within financial fair play regulations. Yet, the market has shifted, and £100 million strikers are becoming the norm rather than the exception. With Manchester City, Chelsea, and Manchester United all willing to splash out on marquee forwards, Arsenal may feel that taking the plunge on Gyökeres is a necessary risk. For Gyökeres himself, the attraction of Arsenal is clear. A historic club, playing in the Premier League, with a young and ambitious manager, and a squad brimming with talent, it's the kind of stage every top striker dreams of. Moreover, Arsenal's project is appealing not just in terms of football, but also career development. Under Arteta, players have improved and flourished, and Gyokeres would likely believe that he could become one of the best strikers in the world at the Emirates. Add to that the lure of Champions League football, the chance to compete for Premier League glory, and the iconic atmosphere of the Emirates Stadium, and it's no surprise that rumors suggest Gyokeres has set his heart on the move. Fans often get caught up in the excitement of these sagas, and this one is no different. Arsenal supporters are debating whether Gyokeres is the right man, whether the money is worth it, and how he compares to other targets. Some argue that the Gunners should look for a cheaper alternative or someone with proven Premier League experience, while others insist that Gyökeres' profile is exactly what Arsenal need. The debate rages on, but the underlying sentiment is clear. Arsenal fans are desperate for that world-class number 9 to finally complete the team. The tension between Sporting and Gyökeres, if true, adds fuel to the fire. Strikes and fines are messy business in football, often leading to fractured relationships that cannot be repaired. Should Gyökeres continue to push from his side, the likelihood of a deal increases. Sporting may eventually realize that cashing in for a record fee is the best course of action, particularly if the player's focus and commitment waver. For Arsenal, patience may be key. Allowing the saga to drag on could play into their hands, lowering Sporting's resistance as the window progresses. In the wider context of football transfers, this saga is a reminder of how power dynamics have shifted. Once upon a time, clubs held all the control, but in today's game, players have immense influence over their futures. Whether through strikes, refusing to train, or openly declaring their desires, top players often get the moves they want. If Gyökeres is indeed willing to go to such lengths to secure a move to Arsenal, then Sporting will be fighting a difficult battle to keep him. The next few weeks will be crucial. Arsenal must decide how far they are willing to go, while Sporting must weigh the benefits of a huge windfall against the disruption of keeping an unhappy player. For Gyökeres, the message appears to be clear: his heart is set on the Premier League and Arsenal in particular. Whether that desire is fulfilled will depend on negotiations, patience, and perhaps a bit of brinkmanship from all parties involved. Transfer sagas are often described as soap operas, and this one is living up to the billing. With rumors of fines, strikes, and behind-the-scenes tensions, it has all the ingredients of a blockbuster storyline. For Arsenal fans, the hope is that the ending will be a triumphant unveiling of Gyökeres in North London, holding up the famous red shirt and declaring his commitment to Arteta's project. For Sporting fans, the fear is that their star striker's time at the club may be cut short, despite his dazzling performances. Until the final whistle of the transfer window blows, speculation will continue to swirl. Viktor Gyökeres, a striker in demand, a player at the peak of his powers, may soon be wearing Arsenal colours. Whether he truly went on strike and was fined may never be fully confirmed, but the rumours have already ignited the imagination of fans. What is certain is that this story has become one of the most captivating of the summer, and its outcome could have a huge impact on Arsenal's season ahead.